Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this series, I have a book that goes along with it. There's a link to that below. Thanks. All right, in this video, we're going to look at the as_type method. An as_type can be used to change the data types of columns in a data frame, and you can use it to change every column in a data frame to one data type, or you can specify columns and change them individually into whatever data type you want. So we'll look at both of those in a minute. First, let's look at this first cell and see how we're bringing in our data. So we're bringing in the pandas library, giving it the alias PD, and then we're using the pandas read CSV function to bring in the Apple data set. And we're assigning it the variable name df. And so this will be a data frame. And then we're printing it right here. So let's look at it. Here it is. Here's our df data frame with this Apple stock data. Now, before we look at as_type, let's apply D types to our data frame, check the data types of each column. And I covered D types in another entry. If you're not familiar with it, you can go check it out there, or you can just see how it works here. Let's run this. Okay, so we have each column listed and then its data type. So we have weekday, which is object data type, which essentially means string or alphanumeric. And every other column is a float 64, which is a numerical data type. Now let's look at as_type. So in this line of code, we're applying the as_type method to the data frame. And then we're specifying a data type inside of the parentheses. So we're specifying string. So what this code will do is it will change every column to a string data type. And it'll actually be an object data type, but as I said, object in pandas essentially means string. Let's run this. Okay, there's no output. We have to check it using D types again. So let's run this. Now you can see that each column is object data typed. And as I said, object essentially means string. All right, but what if you don't want to change the entire data frame? You just want to change one column. You can do that using as_type. So let's look at this line right here. So the beginning of the code is the same. We append as_type to df. Then inside of the parentheses, we put curly brackets and then specify the column we want to change. So open right here, put a colon, and then specify what data type we want to change it to. So we're changing it to float, which is a numerical data type. So let's run this. Okay, again, we have to check it using this D types code right here. Let's run this. All right, and so open has changed back to a float 64 data type. Down here, I've listed some potential data types you can use with as_type. So we have int, float, str, which means string, category, bool, which is short for boolean, and then datetime 64. And so all of these can be used with the as_type method, depending on your needs. And that's how as_type works.